And then you said you worked with J-Lo.
I'm at Home Depot and I get this phone call from my agent. It was like, hey, Jennifer Lopez is interested in working with you. She wants to meet you right now. And I was like, right now? And he was like, if you want the job, you need to go right now. It's her biggest song of all time, probably On the Floor. You got to hear the record before you go upstairs and meet with her. And then they got a phone call or a text that was like, she's ready. I only heard the song 1.5 times. I got a full concept by someone get upstairs.
You were supposed to present an idea by that moment?
Yes.
Oh, that's wild.
So I was like, yo, play it again. Like, you know, play it 1.5 times.
Damn.
I got it in my head or whatever. And then we up the elevator, as we got onto the elevator, I was probably like 3/4 done with the idea in my head. And at this time in my career, I was shooting so many videos. I had to come up with ideas super quick. So I did. And when I got in there, it's like 20 people in there. She's sitting at the head of the table.
That's intense.
Yeah. And she was like, you're late. And I was like, how am I late? I'm like, late. I'm like, how am I late for something that but I didn't say anything. I was just like, okay, sorry. And then she was like, all right, so what you got? And I was about to sit down and I was like, do you mind if I walk around the room? And she was like, yeah, whatever, you know? So I went around the room and I wanted to kind of like feel the room. Like I've always learned that if people are sitting down, you stand up. If you're presenting, like, you know what I'm saying? If people are standing up, you sit down. Mm-hmm. So I walked around the room and I was just tapping people as I went around the room. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Getting people on my side, kind of doing the whole thing. And I gave her a whole pitch and I was like, and that's it. And she was like, okay, we'll let you know. And I was like, all right.
Damn, she would have stressed me out. I'd have been in there sweating.
Yeah, so, but like, I always feel like it's like any kind of pressure that I always feel, like, I don't like being intimidated. I don't like people trying to intimidate me. I don't like when I see people intimidated. I don't like it. I don't like bullies. I don't like, and not saying she's a bully, but I didn't like anything that makes me feel like I shouldn't be there.
Right.
I'm just like,
right. I agree.
I should be here. I'm gonna blow this shit out the water. You know what I'm saying? And
what's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay. So
I did that shit, and then I got in the car, and I was driving back home, and then I got a text message, and it was like, you got it.
On the way home? Wow.
Fire.
So
that's amazing.
Then from there, like the next day, she was like, she called me on herself, like 7 o'clock in the morning, and she was like, Taj, you up? This is Jenny. And I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And she was like, I need to meet you in 30 minutes here. Okay, bye. And I was like, oh, shit. So it was like 3 weeks of just like prepping and planning and meeting and never knowing what's going on and talking. And she had an idea. She didn't want to talk about it on the phone. I had to go there. And it was like she's a perfectionist. Damn. And her schedule is like super crazy. So one time she was like, I'm gonna meet you. What's your address? And I was like, well, she came to the crib. And I was like, oh shit. Like cleaning up and shit. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit. Cleaning the bathroom and shit. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
J-Lo's coming.
Yeah, and she's so dope about it. She'll just come through and like, you know, like, she has like security and stuff like that. She'll just tell them to wait outside. She'll just come in like, all right, so this is what I'm thinking. Yeah. She's like a super professional, but super down to earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did the video and then it premiered on American Idol, like live. Oh, wow. They premiered American Idol live, and I was supposed to go and do a second premiere with her and sit on stage that they had built at the Grove, and I was tired. And the way I am is like, if I don't feel like doing something, I just didn't feel like doing it. So I called my homegirl, and I was like, yo, I just want to watch the premiere from your crib. And she happened to live by the Grove, so I could see the lights in the back of her while I'm watching her little TV. Mm. I could see the lights where I'm supposed to be. And I'm just watching this on TV. And I was like, I looked at her, she was like, well, your life about to change. And like the next day, it was like, that video was all over the world. I was getting phone calls from artists all over the world. I traveled for 4 years off that video. Wow.
That's so dope.
Just all over the world. I was Africa, Japan, Russia. I was like everywhere. And then people were like, yo, you did J-Lo's video? They didn't even care what I wrote. They was just like, oh, you did J-Lo video? Yeah, we want you to do our video.
Yeah.
It was wild, man. Like, every time I like get a chance to talk to her, like even if it's brief, I'm just like, yo, thanks.
Yeah. Dope. Yeah. I feel like, I'm not sure about this, but I've always in the back of my mind kind of